Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. Welcome Mia, welcome Numidian, how are yous? This is Ravana's theme. Thalia didn't get to the part where the lyrics kick in, but oh well. Maybe I can put that on for break time. Hey, welcome Skellivan, welcome. Alright, back to Heavensward. Login. So I got my White Mage and Scholar quest done last time, so I feel comfortable going back to main story and doing whatever dungeons and stuff pop up. I only got Dark Knight to 36. I thought I got it to 38. Ah well. Yeah, leveling of the Dark Knight is going slow because I'm really burnt out on the sub level 50 dungeons. So I'm giving them a little bit of a break at the moment and just playing Dead by Daylight instead. I got a letter. I was doing stuff with my little squadron of troops. This is a grand company thing. You get a little squad of people and send them out on missions. Keep leveling up, please. Pretty good way to handle it, yeah. I'm just playing a lot of Dead by Daylight lately. Very fun. Yes, I've got Dark Knight to 36 and Machinist is 32, I think. 31. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've got quite a bit to go on those two. This game sure does have every possible feature, huh? Yeah, it does. Let's go check my mail. And then we'll teleport over to Churning Mists, I think was what we're up to, wasn't it? Yeah, we just got to Churning Mists on our trek to go try and sort out peace with the dragons. This way. There. A new letter. Thank you for participating in the Recruiter Friend. My friend's subscription has been retained. Nice. A drought chocobo? Sure. Okay. I got a chocobo. Got a new choco. It's a multi-seat mount! I obtained a mount that accommodates additional passengers. Yay! Nice. My first multi-seat mount. That's draft. Ah, cool. Thank you. Really handy because there's not a lot of multi-seater mounts in the game. Big mount. Nice. That's handy. That's... Ooh, yeah, carries 2 people. This heretofore unseen breed of chocobo was said to have been discovered by chocobo hunters, searching for the legendary chocobo forest. Its enormous size would make it a fine pack chocobo, but its foul temper prevents it from completing even the simplest of tasks without the injury of some poor rider. The thing was thrice my size and had already maimed several keeps. Battle Warden Ribald. I'll put that on that keybind. Nice. I got a passenger mount now. Tuesday is the Make It Rain. Oh yeah, the Make It Rain campaign is coming soon, where you get tons more MGP from the casino. So I'm going to use that, save up for my car. Got to get the car. Okay, off we go. To Churning Mists, I suppose. Is that where I pick up the next quest? Yeah, it is. Whoosh. Hey, Dr. Simon, welcome. Not familiar with the mechanics of FF14? No worries. Yeah, it's we're focusing on story today, so it's mainly just going to be text and cutscenes. So it's going to be, well, if you don't know the story up to now, it might be a little harder to follow. But essentially, dragons are at war with a nation of people, and we're trying to stop the war so people don't die. We're on a little peace quest. What the hell is that? It's very fluffy. Yeah, last time we got to this new zone here, the Churning Mists. Now, I've done almost no exploration of it so far. Let's turn on bonus XP. Because why not? XP. No. Oh yeah, let's try out my new chocobo. It's a big chocobo. Yeah, it's got a little extra seat there for another person. That's cool. Big choco. It's a UK spelling. Ah, I see. Yep. Okay. Hello. This place is far from the barren mountaintop I pictured in my mind. Well, Dragoon, do you believe these ruins were also built by heretics to deceive the faithful of Ishgard? How can one not be moved by such a breathtaking sight? Oh yeah, before we continue, I finished my sylph quests. I befriended the sylphs, so I got a little wind-up sylph pet. Ah, it's so cute. Look at it. Aww. So cutest. And I got their mount as well, which is a giant gooboo. It's huge. It's a big boy. And it sneezes. It doesn't do anything, it's just gross. Your understanding of the story. Blue Lady listens to people who use too many words. Occasionally nods, then kills gods. Yes! Also has a flintlock rifle and rides a frog ogre. Yes. Basically Super Mario MMORPG. Yeah, that's a good way to put it actually. Very story focused when you're doing the main story quests, which that's what we're doing. Beyond the Clouds. Hraesvelgr. Yeah, so that's the big dragon we're trying to find and befriend. Because Hraesvelgr's brother, Nidhogg, is the one waging war against us. And we're hoping Hraesvelgr can stop him. Talk some sense into him. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Hraesvelgr himself. Oh, there's a Moogle. What manner of creature is that? She hasn't seen a Moogle before? Melchan? Did my eyes deceive me, or was that a Moogle? Nod. It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the Churning Mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Hraesvelgr makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. Bum 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 bum. Frog ogre or Frogger? Yes. Moogles have good music. Oh. Nice. What class am I going to be today? Probably shouldn't be machinist because it's only level 31. This is a 50 area. Monk, Dragoon, Ninja, Paladin, Warrior, Bard, Black Mage, Summoner, Blue Mage. Let's be a Paladin. I'm a Paladin now. Hello. Big shiny armor. Bah, he's gone. Milchen, we must widen our search. Ooh. There's a little sightseeing spot here, if I can reach it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I'll get it another time. When I can fly. We did see a Moogle, did we not? The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. Where could he have gone? I have heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? Yes, they are. What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. Yeah, she sometimes goes by the name Lady Iceheart. A Moogle, did you say? I'm unfamiliar with the breed, but I shall search for one nonetheless. Estinian's trying to help. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simply one of these strange plants, shifting in the breeze. This looks pretty sus. No sign of a Moogle in the area. Oh, okay. Guess we give up and go home. I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Bum, bum, bum. Mountaintop diplomacy. Ooh, new weapons. Confound it. Could we but enlist the aid of one of these local Moogles? I'm certain Hraesvelgr would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhoggs with any certainty. We could wander the mists for days, and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Sale, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dravanians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Master Alphino? I have not yet given up on the Moogles. Melchan, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twelveswood. After that business with Mogglemog, I dare say they will be glad to help us. This is a very serious story. Mogglemog. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Yeah, we kind of killed his wife, so that's probably not going to help peace at all. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Melchan, let us make haste for Gridania, and rendezvous at Nofika's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There is an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. Back to Gridania, okay. I sincerely hope you have taken Master Alphinaud's advice concerning the aetheryte. You would not wish to miss the sport if Nidhogg deigned to visit us in your absence. They're both gone. Alright. Go back to Gridania. Music. Hi. Where are we going? Over here. Okay. I sent word to the Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania, and I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twelveswood Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you are familiar with the conjurer stationed at its entrance? The Elder Seedseer will receive us at the Lotus Stand. Oh, I don't think we've heard her new voice yet, so this will be our first time hearing the Seedseer's voice. If it's a voice cutscene, which it might not be. Ah, no voice. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and hale with mine own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our comings and goings. Elder Seedseer, we would beg your wisdom in a matter that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mists. Kupopopo! I say, Kupo! Greetings, Kuplokop. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by the sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Carney, and I'm jolly glad I did. What a coincidence. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I'm mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds? Indeed there are, Kuplo. Long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Mogulmog XII. May he forever reign in peace. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Hey Wormy, how are you? Where is he keeping the fruit? That's a good question. Ignoring the more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in the Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Moogles of the Churning Mists tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come tramping through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take a trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. You will accompany us then. Just you try and stop me, Kupo. I'll admit, the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture, and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Gridania. Didn't expect that. Hey, Telfa. It's just behind his pom. My lady? Are you quite certain? How oft has our nation turned to the scions of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk her life to save our own? Full many times, I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer mine aid to our allies, for the good of the realm. Is this not just? I like her face. It's like she's posing for a photo or something. A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honoured by your presence. That's cool. She's gonna do stuff. Just gonna drink some water. Okay. Is it true that the Elder Seedseer means to journey with you to Dravania? I shudder to think of the dangers. It'll be fine. There's just angry dragons. And a long, long fall. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seedseer's guide on the journey back to Som Au. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seedseer's personal guard to escort us. Also, I saw some neat dialogue over here, which I'll just show on stream. Who was this? The Serpent Commander? We are aware of the vile accusations levelled against you. Suffice it to say, we give them no credit. As ever, you are welcome here in Gridania, and may continue about your business unhindered. The Elder Seedseer herself has decreed this. And though we cannot offer you much in the way of assistance, So long as you have the freedom to act, we do not doubt that you will soon put matters to rights. May the elementals watch over you. Yeah, so there's a few NPCs around who have unique dialogue. Yeah, we were framed for assassinating the Sultanate of Uldar. That was the whole thing. Alright, back to the Churning Mists. God, I love my little sylph pet. It's so cute. Look at this cute little fur. Look at you. Ah. So cute. Alright. Down here. My big gooboo. A whole 1 hour 30-minute cutscene, yes. That was quite a sequence of events. It was good though. Whee. Yeah, so I finished the sylphs. Next I'm working on the Ixal, the bird people. And then the Sahuagin, the fish people. Just befriending them and getting cool rewards from them. Ah, Melchan, you have returned. How fared you in Gridania? Better than I hope. Hraesvelgr's whereabouts yet elude me. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg is not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. Nidhogg's just like... The Elder Seed Seer herself answers your call. Then there is naught to do but wait. It would have been a long wait. They travelled all the way here on foot. They are here, Melchan. Greetings, my friends. I am happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. 'Twould seem the dragons have abandoned somehow for the Churning Mists. Elder Seedseer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgard's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honour to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. It probably takes practice to bow like that in that armour without accidentally stabbing yourself. That'll happen when you carry his eye with you, yeah. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. Moogles! This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I am Kani Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twelveswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Light and wind? Ooh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo. I am Moglin, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. Chieftain Moglin, it is an honour to meet you. Greetings, I am Kuplo Kop, ambassador of the Twelveswood Moogles. A Moogle from the world below. Your hide is of a different hue, but that pom is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your wariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forgive them their forwardness, when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your mists. My companions crave an audience with the great worm Hraesvelgr, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt man and dragon. An end to war, you say? I trust you, Kani Senna. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hraesvelgr, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind, and invite destruction into our happy home. I mean, probably. Now just a moment, chieftain. Melchan here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. She is a champion of the Twelveswood Moogles, and I'll not hear her good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's feathers, feathers. I shall of course take your testimony into consideration. If I may, chieftain, there is little room for trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interests of fostering friendship, and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Moghome. Prove yourself worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. What do you want? That's very cute music. Hey! Wormy! Wow, that's a lot of Moogles. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Tummy's gloopy. Mogloo. Are you surprised to see such a fierce-looking Moogle, Kupo? The Pom Guard must defend Chieftain Moglin and all of Moghome. Mind your manners in front of the chieftain, and don't make him repeat himself. Time to talk to everyone. If you follow this path all the way to the top, you'll come out on the summit of Som Au. There's such a lovely view up there, Kupo. What the Moogles don't want is the shorter list. Forgive me, Melchan, but mine efforts have all been in vain. As I feared, Nidhogg's rage drives his minions to attack me on sight. and the few who did deign to speak fell silent at the name of Hraesvelgr. Wherefore I cannot say, yet I fear it bodes ill. Go on, stare at me if you must, Kupo. I have grown accustomed to such gazes of unadulterated adoration. Creatures of my surpassing beauty are rare in the lands below, I should imagine. How exciting to have relatives in the clouds, Kupo. I'm glad you can tell him apart from the colour of his little pom on his head. Just as their cousins in the Twelveswood, these Moghome Moogles excel in the manipulation of aether. There are few who could detect them if they chose not to be detected. I owe the Elder Seedseer my life. My duty to protect her surpasses all other concerns. Warrior of Light, we have not spoken since the trouble with good King Moggle Mog. 12, may he ever reign in peace. And I would proffer my apologies. Had I not been bound by my duty to protect the Elder Seedseer, I would have stood with you against your accusers in Uldar. Have you come to admire my lettuce piece, Kupo? I've been attempting to capture in oils the essence of the humble Kupo nut, but inspiration is fleeting, especially when the rumble in my belly overpowers the passion in my heart. I know that feel. The fury take these ridiculous flying rodents. I did not expect our travels to bring us to a Moogle village. I wonder if a similar settlement exists somewhere within the Twelveswood. Have you ever seen such a splendid flower, Kupo? I water it every day. I can't wait to see it grow even more. I have one of the most important and difficult jobs in Moghome. Watering the flowers, Kupo. You can't put too much and you can't put too little. Truly, it is an art form. If only I could eat in my sleep, Kupo. Hey Tag, how are ya? Your nap turned out to be a little more than that. Oh, I know that feel too. Good to see you though, Tag. We found a group of local Moogles. It seems like this might be, the tale of how the Moogles came from the clouds, from the heavens. Yeah, this might be where they came from, in their myths. So we're trying to befriend them so they can teach us more about the dragons and where Hraesvelgr might be. Has Maestro Mogwin finished his latest piece? I can hardly wait to see it, Kupo. Yeah, a whole village of Moogles up here in the clouds. It's cool. Yeah, so Carney Senna's here, leader of Gridania, and Kuplo Kop is here, one of our local Moogles. Yeah, you can see their poms are different colours as to like which village they're from. That's cool. Alright, let's go talk to the chieftain. Tell me, in the world down below, do all of your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it Kuplo Kop called you again? Melchan? Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Mogan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. These being the names of the 3 wise Moogles who would administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. This is actually reminding me of Breath of the Wild when you get to the forest. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Weapons. Samurai arm. Interesting. What do they look like? That's the important thing. That one looks like a sword. Oh, does that spin? Oh, that one unfolds. That's pretty cool. I have to take the unfolding axe, sorry. It's cool. Melchan, I will not judge you by your curious name. What I will judge you by, however, is your performance during my trials of trustworthiness, Kupo. Moghan's trial. Oh, so many weapons. Hello. Yes, I am Moghan, the foremost alchemist in Mogholm, if you must know. If your tummy's gloopy or your wings are droopy, I've a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial, yes. Go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck 3 sprigs of cloud's breath for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Aeltom. It's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. Go collect 3 flowers. Well, sprigs of whatever that is. Gotta be careful collecting all the cool looking weapons. You've filled your glamour chest. Yeah, my glamour chest is over half full and I've only just gotten into Heavensward, so I'm gonna have to start throwing things away, sadly. Mogmug's trial. Yes, you have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, madam, is this. Find these ardent archaeosaurs and slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Those archaeosaurs need a good trouncing, I say. It's the only way they'll learn to respect my boundaries. I do appreciate my admirers, but enough is enough, Kupo. Mogwin. Mogwin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Mogholm who can match my talent with a brush, Kupo. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has demanded that I test your trustworthiness. But as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts on the open market. You must find it. Question the masses. Surely a pebble painted with such a vibrant colour and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Mogholm. That's a different one. You must find my painted pebble, Kupo. Art of this quality cannot be bought for any less than 4 Kupo nuts. Moglin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently. A fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Admire my fluffy, tasty body at a distance, yes. I mean, that's basically what Cleo thinks. I don't know much about his stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way to Som Ao's summit from time to time, Kupo. Maybe he left it up there. Muddled Moogle. Maestro Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo? Oh, happy day! And if I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin, for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kupo nuts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? I know, right? Stomp, stomp, stomp. Well, what did you find out, Kupo? Ah, yes. Now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece, before some art-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. You might have given up and dedicated an entire retainer to relic weapons, and particularly impressive fish. I like that combo. Relic weapons and impressive fish. Yeah, if retainers didn't cost a subscription fee, like they have their own subscription fee for an extra retainer. Ooh, Aether Current. I would get a third. But the ongoing cost bothers me. To the northeast. Clonk, 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 clonk. East. Cool. Get the next Aether Current. Yeah, the Aether Currents are the things I collect so I can fly in the area. Eh. Oh, no, that's not a current. Where you hide my current? Who took my current? Oh, it said east, not west. Whoops. Yeah. Oh god, I fell. Why do these quests keep having you rub down people with oil? I see that's a recurring theme. I'm gonna build the biggest collection of shiny landlord treasures any Moogle has ever seen, Kupo. And then I'll bask in the envy of everyone in Mogholm. They want to play Triple Triad? I'm terribly busy at the moment. I must clean my collection of shiny tools, Kupo. We can play when I'm done. You'd think having an extremely delicious food stuff as your currency might cause problems. That's a good point. Urgh. Now, where do we go to kill things? Up here. Okay. Just gonna explore around here a little bit. No other place in Mogholm gets more nourishing sunlight. So this is the ideal place to grow kupo trees, cloud mallows, and any other precious plants we want to protect from the brutish Skylords, Kupo. Brutish Skylords. You have extra retainers, but don't always have them activated when you're subbed. If you cancel like your retainer sub, do you lose the items on them, or are they just like held in stasis until you next activate them? East. They're just in stasis? Ah, that's good. Can't access till you pay for them again. Okay, cool, thank you. It'll be fine. Oh, there's an invisible wall. The game saved me from myself. Make sure the current isn't up here while I'm up here. Don't think so though. Nah, it's like way over there. Oh. Go turn in this masterpiece. You can still search their inventories. Oh, cool. But the caching eventually wears off. Ah. Hello. Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Moogle masterpiece. An ordinary rock awash with extraordinary colour. What that colour represents, however, you cannot discern from any angle. Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, madam. At last, I can exchange my art for those delectable kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglin will hear of this valorous deed. Conjurer, Scholar Book, Astrologian Arm, and a Red Mage Arm. Ooh. Do any of them look particularly cool? The important questions. Not really. Let's go with the astrologian thing. Alright, now we go do the other two trials. Collect sprigs of Cloud's Breath and beat up some Archaeosaurs. Well, if it isn't one of the visitors from below, are you searching for something? If so, just ask. I pride myself on being the second most well-informed Moogle here, Cooper. What do you do here? Why, I'm in charge of guarding the entrance to Mogholm. If I see any of the many malicious monsters get too close, or if anything else is even slightly out of the ordinary, it's my duty to report straight to Chieftain Moglin, or the Pomguard, Cooper. Of course, when something is amiss, a timely and detailed report is of the utmost importance, so focus and knowledge are necessary to be an excellent guard. That's why, next to Chieftain Moglin, I'm the second most well-informed Moogle in all of Mogholm. If anything is troubling you, or you have any questions, chances are I'll be able to help. We won't be hiding or running away anymore, Cooper. As the name implies, Mogholm is where us Moogles make our homes. It lies at the summit of the towering mountain Somau. Just how high is Somau, you ask? Well, if you must know, you're free to climb down yourself and see. Sometimes a distant dragon howl will awaken us in the night, or an impolite monster might chase us around, but besides that, I'd say we have it pretty good living here above the clouds, Cooper. Impolite monsters. Mogsy. Oh. That looks pleasant. Continue down this road and you'll get to Asa. My friend Mogmont's guarding the entrance there. It takes a courageous pom to stand guard with all the Skylords about, Cooper. Emptier of purses. Honest name. Items. Got anything good? Some tackle I don't have. I'll get that at some other point though. Alright. Go away. Whatever you are. Oh hey, some dinos. Alright, I'll fight you. Jeez. Throw a shoot. Oh, okay, no, it gave up. Bye. Look at these dinos just ready for me to fight them. Coming back? Go away, please. Thank you. I'm going to summon Nero again. A little chocobo friend who helps me fight and gets XP while he does it. Irate Archaeosaur. Oh, Bull Archaeosaur. Nice. Now we click plants. One more. What the heck is this thing? A bug? A plant? Both. Neither. Everything. Jerk. That's what it is. Just a normal flying murder plant. This last clown's breath. Not down the hole. Aether current. I'm going to assume it's in this little pocket here I was avoiding because there's a flying murder bug plant in there. Hello, are you hoarding any plants? No? Can't find the last one. It's like trying to find the last bloody survivor. Can I get up here? Aha. Aha, I can get up here. Nice. Back we go. Completed the 3 trials. Hello, sorry, I've got a flying murder bug plant following me. It's probably fine. You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees? Wonderful! You're as capable as I am captivating, Koopa. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louts from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. That's a pretty nice bow. Wait, is it got a... That bow has another bow on it. What? It's got an extra bow. Interesting. Ooh, nice gun. Oh! Interesting stuff. I kind of like that. And a book. Eh. We go with that staff, that's kind of cool. Got a side quest now. Yeah. I'll do that off stream. Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I did. I do need it quite urgently, you know. Lack of imagination has led to most white flowers found growing in the skybound regions of Dravania and Abalathia to be named after clouds. This light-petaled specimen being no exception. Oh yes, these are perfect, Koopa. Now I have the main ingredient for my prom tunic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, miss? Should you ever feel your prom losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Koopa. Lance. Pugilist arm. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Big claws. Rogue daggers. And a shield. Go the claws. You have completed the trials of trustworthiness. Return to Chieftain Moglin and await his judgment. Hello. Melchan, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, You have completed the trials of trustworthiness, administered by the taskmasters Mogan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. Yeah, they kind of sat around doing nothing, but yeah. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Not another word until you have summoned your companions, Kupo. I was quite serious about the not repeating myself part. Blue quest. Aether current? No, not you. Yeah, Aether current. Mogret is in desperate need of a bath. Ugh. Have you ever bathed in the waters to the northeast? Of course not, because a gang of burly Hropkins has been attacking any who goes near them, Kupo. If you were kind enough to slay a few, that might scare them away, giving me time for a dip in the waters. Sure. Surely half-dragon, half-fish beasts don't need those waters like I do. Scare them away so I can finally get myself clean. Are these trials over then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like packed chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Kupo nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? So he was doing trials. Was Estinian doing trials? I have to know. How go your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravanians? Such contradictions aside, our hosts seem entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld, who also favoured such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a caracal lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Melchan. I like not this place. Should have a Moogle offer you some home-brewed potion, claiming it'll help you grow a pom. The Moogle equivalent of it'll grow the hair on your chest. That would have been good. An FF6 reference? Ah, that's what that was. Nice. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Mogulmog 12. May he rest in peace, and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. We've become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. What sorcery is this? That my heart should stir at mere fluffiness. Sail discovers cuteness. Melchan, I was... No matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision? Well, let us not keep him waiting then. They hover and fly. I wouldn't dismiss their ability to leap. Yeah, they can just fly. They don't need to jump as high as a dragoon. They can fly wherever they want. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all these dreary chores and niggling errands. And have our labours proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, There was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But, you see, before any meeting with Hraesvelgr could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Someone muzzle Estinian. Oh dear, the horn! Bring out the horn! Quickly now! We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the Great Worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Mogan might have sat on it, so we needed some time for cleaning and polishing, and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. We are in your debt, chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Hraesvelgr. Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of... Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Hraesvelgr will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we have squandered enough time already. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Moghome your home amongst the clouds. Bought him the time for repairs, yes. Alright, well... Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would have ever found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about, and a little more time chieftaining, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done, and the horn is fixed. So, all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo? Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphino is looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Oh, you finished the Hildebrand stuff? Aww. It will not be long now, Hraesvelgr. I cannot wait to tell my kinsmoogles in the Twelveswood all about this place. They will be beside themselves with envy, Kupo. Through our labours, new friendships have blossomed. For this, we must give thanks. They had the Elder Seedseer scrubbing and sweeping. The Elder Seedseer! I never imagined my duties would include tidying up fallen leaves in a Moogle village beyond the clouds. Palestinians... gone. Let's catch up to him. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seedseer and her retinue will soon be making the journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways. Shall we? Alphino, Mochan, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Moogles might never have been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seedseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kuplo-Kop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twirlswood, and we are exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends, and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmoogles back home. And it is to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Safe journey, Elder Seedseer. We too must be on our way. Hraesvelgr awaits. Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion, Sir Estinian. Beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish thieves unseen. Oh, cat alarm. Nod. Cat alarm, cat alarm, cat alarm. Warning, warning, cat. Cat approaching. Cat approaching. Meow. Hello, sweetie. Meow. Come here. Aww. Hello. Aww, you good girl. You good cat, yes you are. Aww. Done with pets? Not yet? Aww. What a good cat. Yeah, I'm gonna go feed this cat. Put this into idling mode. And I'll let you listen to the Ravana music, which hopefully gets to the actual lyrics soon. No pets, only food, yes. No, not a long break, just a short break. Okay, and I shall be back soon, about 10 minutes. Alright, I'm back. Hello. The Ravana fight was so cool. Hello. Okay. So we've got the horn, so we can go call Hraesvelgr. But it sounds like there might be... might not be as easy as that. Oh, off we go. Thanks, Tag. Don't know what that is, but it looks cool. We've got gale weather here. Hello. Here's our little group. The closer we come to Hraesvelgr, the higher my spirits rise. But is it I who am elated? Or Saint Shiva? We have tarried over long. Let us forge ahead as swiftly as we may, lest Ishgard bear the brunt of the Horde's fury. Enough talk. Let us leave this risible place behind us. Risible? Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. The road to Zenith. As Chieftain Moglin already explained, the shiny instrument we gave you is the best means of grabbing Hraesvelgr's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big palace where you need to blow the horn. First things first, though, we need to make for Asa. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kupo. Kitty fed, all is right with the world, yes. And she went straight back to bed. She just sleeps on our bed just all day, every day. Ooh, another blue quest. Give me those aether currents. You aren't thinking of heading towards Asa, are you? Best watch yourself if you are. Archaeosaurs stalk the road looking for an easy meal. If only someone could drive them away, Kupo. Oh, you seem the type for dragon hunting. Why don't you slay 3 of the Archaeosaurs and open the road back up for Moogle traffic? Once the deed is done, let Mogmont in Asa know. I already killed 3 of them. Gotta kill 3 more of them. Alright, this way. Plump, 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 plump. To the north. Hello? Are you friend or foe? Probably foe. He did mention angry dragons, rampaging dragons, ice dragon in waiting, moss dragon in waiting. Why you fight? I know when I fight. Jerk. Onwards. This mount feels slow, but it's because it's big, so my perspective is kind of messed up. It can sneeze on people though, which is pretty good. Hello, kill you for my quest. Boom. Thud. Reminds you how it felt when you made a Lala ult, but the other way. Oh yeah! It would feel like you're zooming. That sounds like fun, actually. I need one more T-Rex. Sorry, Archaeosaur. Quest done. Yeah, there are a fair few dinosaurs on the roads, isn't there? Fight the current! Hello, dragon. I see you're waiting for me. Oop. Nice. To the north. Ice dragon. Moss dragon. And another moss dragon. That's a lot of dragons. I didn't get out of that. I'm poisoned! Nice. Ooh. More Muggles! Is that someone from below? How did you get past the Arcatosaurs infesting the road? What? Mogsy asked you to slay them for him? It's just like him to depend on the kindness of strangers. We've barely been able to venture outside of Asar for fear of being attacked. Now thanks to you, the roads are just a little safer, Koopa. Strangers? I thought they didn't get strangers very often. This is Asar, part of the great worm Hraesvelgr's domain. Nidhogg's meddlesome minions would like nothing more than to burn it down to rubble, so I must always remain diligent in my lookout duties, Koopa. Okay. Sounds like Nidhogg and Hraesvelgr might not be on good terms, exactly. You're from the surface. You certainly didn't come here on account of the flowers, Koopa. So, what brings one such as you to Asar? Why, I'm standing diligently in defence of Asar, Koopa. If any of those vicious dragons dare to attack the Muggles residing here, I shall join the fight with all my might. I know what you're thinking. Then why are you flitting in the middle of the bridge away from danger, Koopa? And to that I'd reply that this is the best place to be, for I can join the fray no matter which end the dragons attack from. Muggles use this place to rest their tired wings. You see, Asar is right in between Mogholm and Zenith, and no one can be expected to make that long journey in just one day. It's the perfect place for a nap, or a few Kupo nuts. But the Muggles didn't build this place, or else it'd likely be much smaller. This bridge has been here for, well, much longer than I can imagine, Koopa. Who did build it remains a mystery to us. The great worm Hraesvelgr has been alive for much longer than any of us. Surely he knows all about this ancient place. What's up here? We'll have a little look-see. Mogul! Mogmum. Flowers are one of the most precious things that grow here, Koopa. One day I want to grow a whole field of them, and invite people from the surface to come gaze on their beauty. Whee! Splat. Hello, be right with you. There was a aether current over here somewhere. Oh, that's a... Yep, lucky I can't fall. Lucky there's an invisible wall here. I would have fallen for a very long time. When I see all the marvellous structures and glittering tools the landlords made, I can't help but want to know more about them, Kupo. Ah, landlords. Interesting. Never would I have believed that so much land lay hid above the clouds. Gervania is not as I imagined it. The histories make no reference to the existence of these ruins. Curious. Most curious. Do you see that sculpture to the south and west of here? I am all but certain it was carved in the likeness of Saint Shiva. South and west. That one? Yep. Things were a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what has the dragon so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Probably the eye we're carrying around. Trigger. Waiting for the wind to change. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Hraesvelgr invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you tried blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. Aw. I want to meet Hraesvelgr. I want to meet Dragon. Southeast is a current. Oh, yep, there it is. I see. I see it. Excuse me. Nice. Southwest. Alright, that's where we're going. How's our current doing? So we've got a lot to go before we can fly. Oh yeah, I haven't shown you what this mount looks like when it flies too. The little arms like flap around like they're noodles, like wet noodles. It's pretty great. Yeah. Current. Yum. Northwest. Alright. Who can say when the weather will turn? I have a mind to make camp. And now the very elements conspire to delay our meeting with Hraesvelgr. I must be patient. The fates make mock of us, to be so close. Ooh, nighttime. This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then, we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. And mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds, in readiness for the coming parley. Very well then, I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Kurthus. He's growing up! Clear our minds. 'Tis Master Alphino whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Melchan, and see that the wild does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have a camp ready by the time you return. Master Alphino's artless quest for firewood is like to get him killed. I suggest you follow after the boy, and see that no harm comes to him. Do you see that sculpture? Oh yeah, seen that dialogue. You know, Estinian may not be as bad as I thought, Kupo. Under all those horrid spikes, he actually has a soft spot for his companions. Just a small one, mind. Oh, and don't tell him I told you, alright? Just gonna clean my glasses quickly. Better. Go kill some monsters. Yeah, this story quest line has a lot more actual just fighting monsters than the Realm Reborn one did. Which honestly I like, because I like the combat in this game, but when you were doing the Realm Reborn story, it was like, it was just entirely talking to people and stuff. Can I not get down here? Invisible, whoa. Sad. You didn't actually get to actually play your class, unless you, or until you got to dungeons and stuff. Ah, big tree. Killed a tree. It was a rude tree anyway. Another tree! I'm going to do my big AoE attack, but that's going to upset the wind sprite, so let's just not do that. Then I don't have to fight extra things. Now, did anything happen while I was gone? Let's see. Oh, hey, here's Alphino. Hello, how you doing? Leave the firewood to me. Have fun. I've prepared some things for a meal. It will be plain fare, but better that than empty bellies. I see I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphino returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what look like stew ingredients, ready for the fire. The Ice Queen. You had the name. Just drop them all on the ground. Aww. Few things compared to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. Ha! So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and a flint. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to your sail with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of a Charlayan dignitary, and, alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers, how ignorant of mine own shortcomings. That hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the Scions. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is that they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. "'Twas only upon meeting Hraesvelgr that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehoods with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance. That the truth has driven me to do terrible things, I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetuating a needless war." If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphino. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear, with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have laboured. Sitting here, amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself. Orders or no. Estinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Hraesvelgr of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not but that I shall, Dragoon. Well, winds willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now, and face our fate with the rising of the sun. Aw, that was a nice little scene. What's that robe look like? Oh, that's pretty! Oh, I love it. Might have to take that. Don't really love that. And, oh, that's a nice different colouring. I take the blue. Still love all the Heavensward zones. They're really, really good. They're really memorable. Mount speed in the Churning Mists has increased. Yes. Whenever you are ready, Warrior of Light, full eager am I to gaze upon this great worm. I trust you are well rested, Mochan? Good. If we are to parley with Hraesvelgr, we shall each have need of the full complement of our wits. We must succeed in winning Hraesvelgr to our cause. Lend me your resolve, Saint Shiva. Heart of Ice. Well, let's figure out who I want these pants for before we embark on a huge cutscene. Who wants the pants? Pants, pants. Dragoon can use them. Bard. I'll go ninja. Yeah, I'll get the ninja pants. The campfire was so cozy. I must have fallen asleep, Kipper. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne Hraesvelgr back to the skies above Zenith. I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of the palace and summon him with a toot on that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now, if it's all the same to you. Good luck, Koopa. It was nice knowing you. That wasn't ominous at all. He does not want to be around when we summon Hraesvelgr. And it was nice knowing you. It'll be fine. Right. Send the dragon some tasty snacks as a peace offering. Mm. Another aether current here somewhere. Tasty green goodie. Yummy. Here's my tasty. My precious. Oh, was it the west? Ah. Look, west and east are hard to remember, okay? It was the other way. Ah, that's alright, Yamidian. Yeah, I am really enjoying it, thank you. Have a good night. I hope your headache goes away. Headaches suck and need to go away. Northward. Okay, so it's up here. I thought this was a Moogle place, but doesn't seem to be any Moogles living here. Beautiful music. Three more and 4 fun quests. A 1,000 to the east. Alright. So this is the place. It is time, warrior of light. Lend me your resolve, Saint Shiva. How do I use horn? I should have been a bard for this cutscene. Mortals, why do you disturb my solitude? Oh. We got feathers. We got 4 wings.
Hraesvelgr.
Thou speakest the name of a creature that but awaiteth the release of oblivion. Leave me. Oh. His wings have wings, yes. Wow, his design really reminds me of Falcor from Neverending Story. The dog dragon. Sorry, luck dragon.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Hraesvelgr, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth, The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Do not speak her name, mortal. Is he upset about the primal summoning?
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl, thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know?
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Gullible fool. The light but illuminated the past for thee. It did not grant thee omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade, conjured by thine own fancy. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, they attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms. Yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. Hummet, I guess. Such gods are not summoned, but created. Phantoms spun from the threads of misplaced faith.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child.
Be that as it may, Lord Hraesvelgr, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real, and it has borne us this far.
Zell. Okay, I've been saying sail? Zell.
We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death. And thou wouldst speak to me of peace? I just noticed I think he's missing an eye. Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth. Then tell me thou deservest forgiveness. 1,200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation. Hey Trident, how are ya? That makes sense, except for Alf's grandfather. Yeah. He must be the exception because he became a primal while he was alive. Yeah, I'm loving Heavensward. It's really good. Two centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elezen learned much about us, not least that the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength. Was out of the selfish desire to possess this strength that King Thordan then conspired to undo all that our peoples had achieved together. With the aid of his Lil Knights, that most noble of Elezen lured my brood sister, Hraesvelgr, into an ambush, and took from her that which he craved. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger, of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Elezen allies. They had torn out her eyes, and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labour to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies, hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thordan and some few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practised savagery, they set about my brood brother, sending him flailing from the field. Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War. 'Tis a song my kind shall never forget, even should 10,000 years pass and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, Dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind. And Nidhogg meaneth for Thordan's people to suffer for this sin till the end of days. That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hadst thou not seen those who tire of the torment? Those who abandon their own and side with dragonkind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Know that all the traitor's progeny bear a trace of Ratatoskir's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to awaken it. So that's how some of them can turn into dragons. Or dragon things.
Then the seed lies within us.
It is for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus are they transformed, to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons. One by one, through death or defection, my brood brother shall account for all of the betrayer's children.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain!
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end. Like thee, Dragoon. But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigour will be spent ere thou reachest 210, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance, an eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
Thou hast the right of it, Dragon Slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Stubborn child, thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp. 'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate the crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee. For a worm such as Nidhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Ratotiski's wound. How could he not be driven mad? No worries, Wormy. I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. "'Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me." But, still talking. "But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone." Aww. Wow. What false god is this Shiva? What manner of phantom have I welcomed into my heart? As predicted, Iceheart's faith in the worm was misplaced, which leaves us with but one recourse. You know I have the right of it, Warrior of Light. Hraesvelgr was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power, the will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing would deter Nidhogg from his course. Iceheart's faith in the worm was misplaced, which leaves us with but one road to follow.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
To find Nidhogg's lair?
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
Well, what do you propose we do?
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
Two sides of that story. Most often even two sides aren't enough to tell the whole story. Yeah.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And with two Azure Dragoons working in unison, who can say what might be possible?
It me.
But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Request accepted. Aww. I really like her. Stomp around on my big goo-boo. Dargans! Amphiptyr in waiting. Shield dragon in waiting. There's a lot of different kinds of dragons. All the way over there. Okay. Oh wait, you're interrupting the lovely music. Hey freak, how are you? Such grace, such majesty. Oh, that sound effect is revolting. Hey Ryu, welcome. Yeah, I've been loving Heavensward. Really liking where the story's going, and really like these zones. They're really memorable. Dragons. I'm just gonna stand in that because I'm a tank. But he barely did anything. Gooboo's wood. They're designed to be flown around in so they don't feel as confined. Yeah, it definitely feels nice flying around them. It's good. A big blue plus up here. Okay. Follow the road. I love how my character's just kind of lazing up here. I wonder she doesn't fall off. Umbral static. Ooh. Oh, holy crap, that's cool. We got some funky weather. Sea of Clouds is a little confusing to do questing in. I think they added height to all the quest markers. Yeah, it's been quite useful, the little height little marker on the minimap. Take the current. Tasty. To the northeast. Nice. That's where we're going. Hello, big dragon. Double dragon. Yeah. Another one. Yes. This is a very cool weather effect. Umbral static. There's a killer mosquito. Oh no, it's a little dragon. Ah, look at that little dragon. Ah, I'm just gonna leave. There's my precious. I aggroed every single thing on the way. choose to be invulnerable for a little bit, okay? I might die, oh god, I'm dying. That potion was very weak. I'm gonna run away. I must run. I must have that current. Wait for my health to come back. I love how quickly that stuff comes back in this game. No need to sit down and eat or drink or any of that nonsense. You gonna fat me? Probably. No. Just in this bowl waiting for me to eat it. No. Tasty. Bye. Moon-eyed Moogle. Well, you got a dragon staring at you, so we must fight. Oh, Aether Current? Yeah. Whatever can be taking her so long, Kupo? My replacement should have been here already, but I don't see her anywhere. I'm so hungry. I wager she went home on account of those troublesome Tulihans that are flapping about. If you slay 4 of them, that should secure a safe path, giving my replacement no excuse. Please, my stomach begs you, Kupo. Well, those are things I was just killing. Oh, there they are. I can't go on. I need some Kupo nuts. Astinian, pray tell me I am wrong. What? What's up?
Is that it?
Ah, yeah. Figured that floating thing might be it.
Aye, that would be the Airy. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated. Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. It will be just like the good old days, no?
Master Garland? You should have at least counted the one I beat up right in front of him, yes. It's very rude, making me go kill a bunch more. I couldn't be bothered figuring out which pants I wanted, so I just took the money. If our only remaining recourse is to violence, then we should seek out the swiftest path to victory. With every moment we hesitate, Ishgard's prospects grow bleaker. Alphino chooses violence. A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defences might conceivably grant us access to the Eyrie. And I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well. On the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence? And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Renet's Forum, Melchan. From what I gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Cid will still be in Ishgard. Go, meet with your engineer friend. I shall remain here and keep vigil over the worm.
Come on!
Hey, Alor, welcome! Thank you for the raid. How are ya? You usually sell the quest gear on the market book. Oh, they're not soulbound, huh? That's cool. Didn't realise you could do that. Welcome. How did your stream go? Hope it went well for you. Ooh. We're continuing the Heavensward story. We're about to go meet up with Cid. Yeah, you're a dragoon, can't you just jump up there? Right. Going back to Foundation. Playing Hearthstone. Ooh. I haven't played Hearthstone in ages. Wonder how different it is these days. Oh, whoops. Can't mount up here. Gonna drink some water. $13. You streamed for 13 hours. Holy crap. Between Armour and Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Wow, that's impressive. Hopefully you can get some food and some sleep and such soon. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Skysteel Manufactory. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who? Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice, but there is no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at such short notice. Ah, I have it! Count Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumours. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Emmenelane is about. Emmenelane. Also over in the machinist area, Biggs and Wedge are. They're helping build weapons and stuff. At least they were. Are they gone now? They're gone now! They were here. Helping build this airship. Oh well. Let me in. Let go. Not sure how much longer I'll stream for, actually. My arthritis is starting to be a jerk again. See how I go. Hello, we're back from our journey. How'd it go? Don't ask. No asking. When it comes to exchanging information of uncertain origin, Lord Emmanuel is something of a prodigy. We were fortunate to find Lord Emmanuel at home. The tavern keeper's loss is our gain. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old girl? Well, I trust? In search of a Cid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. It would seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Melchan. We must find Cid and trouble him for his expert opinion. If you do find Master Garland at the airship landing, I trust you won't forget who told you where to look. Credit where credit's due and all that. I'm going to guess we're going to have to help him fix the airship, and then we're going to have to use that to go to Nidhogg. That's my prediction. Honoroy is the real MVP of House Forton? Yes! Honoroy is great. The airship landing. The astrological. Ah, here they are. If Ishgard comes under attack, we'll have to get out of the city pretty sharpish. Don't much like the idea of leaving a job half finished, though. What's that? There are dragons coming? Sorry, can't talk now. Have to finish this job and get out of here. Hey, Zarlian, welcome. Melchan, Alphino, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I'm sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favour. Another wind barrier? And you say it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise would certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravanians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do. Some manner of weapon we could employ? Estinian stands vigil at the edge of the Churning Mists, but we do not know how much longer... Alright, I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Smaller? Okay. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. Ah, I was wrong. Taking a different ship. It's probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufactory's not far. Oh, it's that little one that they were working on. Cool. And they all vanished. That's a long name. Remureru Kuikyasuta. That's a long name. Ah yes, the Skysteel Manufactory. As I recall, this workshop is primarily devoted to the construction of dragon-slaying weapons. They all want to build bigger, but we know where the future is headed. The Ishgardians have granted us the use of a small corner of their workshop, all part of the agreement. I think you'll see we've made the most of the space. Our little project's just inside. Oh, you're gonna like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them.
Your modesty too.
They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
Ah, so it's useless nearly everywhere. Okay.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off, if you'll forgive the pun.
To the roof! What's up?
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
Ooh. Got some goss.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Bum ba da bum. Justinian's just hanging out there like, what? Where are they? What the frick are they doing? I am as intrigued as you, Melchan. Shall we hear what news Tataru has brought us? Yes. A general summons. General Rauban says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts. And he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Melchan. Pressing though Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan, and lend what aid we may. Tataru, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Estinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but that it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphino. To the Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. 'Tis past time Ul'dah was delivered from this darkness. Bum 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 bum. It'll give him time to sharpen his armor. Yes. Well, do I start this next segment or do I leave that for next time? So it's funny we're still going back to the Waking Sands. Put an aetherite there, please. Alright. Let's go watch a cutscene and then we'll decide if I want to keep going for now. Oh, we get to fly on the Gubu. Whoosh. It just kind of glides gracefully through the air. And sometimes the arms like flap around really loosely, but I'm not sure what causes that as opposed to this animation. But what was that sign above the entrance? Oh, okay. I thought there was a sign. Hello.
Thank you for coming.
He looks a lot healthier.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
Pippin has such fabulous hair, he does.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
5-minute job.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was.
and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
I really want to take that literally.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friend, for Nanamo, and for Uldar!
That's a lot of nods. Gotta be a bit more enthused than that. Gotta be like, yeah! Ah! Yeah, that's gotta be a bit more excited. If one had chosen to entrap the Sultana in a death-like sleep rather than slay her, then one would surely also know of a means to rouse her from said state. There must be an antidote to this poison. Now I'm wondering why they would do that. There's more to their plan than we know. They wouldn't go through all that trouble without a reason. They need her alive for some reason. Just seeing if there's anyone I can talk to. I heard you pulled General Alden from the grasping fingers of Thor himself. It pains me, it does, to see that proud warrior less an arm. It is time for the Scions to strike back. The winds have changed, Warrior of Light, and we must ride this gale as far as it will carry us. Oh yeah. Rauburn's recovery has been nothing short of miraculous, but I should not be surprised. By his scars, I gather that he has survived many terrible wounds. Thank the gods you're all right. 'Twas a mighty struggle from what I heard. Would that I could have fought by your side. From the political landscape to our struggles against the Beastmen, little is certain and less is within our control. We can but focus on those things that we have the power to change. I can hear Steve laughing. He must be on voice chat with someone as well. Oh, I'm streaming, I'm not really on voice chat with someone. And you. Still don't trust you. The Dunes folk have long laced their teeth with traces of venom, that they might better survive a land rife with deadly snakes and scorpions. 'Tis all but certain that her grace hath nurtured a similar resistance to such substances. Might not this explain the need for so noticeable a quantity of our chemical supplies? In moderation, full many poisons serve as palliatives after all. Our target is Muriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident, and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents, and confirm that Muriel is still in hiding there. Oh, there. Oh, okay. I misremembered what the Silver Bazaar was. It's this little town down here, which we're gonna fly to on a Gubu. That's how we roll. Did the noodle arms for a bit there. The good old noodle arms. Oh. Hello. Giggity. Our target is Miriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Same dialogue? Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear of this. I have met the Sultana's handmaiden on numerous occasions, but I cannot for the life of me bring her features to mind. I suppose it was too much to ask that we stumble upon her buying fruit in the market square. Let us gather all the players together. This has gone on long enough. Gods damn it, where is she? I will tear this place apart if I must. Easy now, General. We don't want her bolting down some other hole. Greetings, Melchan. What can I do for the Silver Bazaar's favourite adventurer? I did a whole side quest series here where you, there were people trying to buy this land and totally knock the town down and sell it to rich people. Yeah, it was a whole thing. We helped her out and some of the other town residents. Looking for Miriel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Uldar, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. Yeah, I'll bet she is. Miriel? Aye, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's the one closest to the market entrance. Well, there's not many houses. Closest to the market entrance. What counts as the market? Yeah. Check all the houses. Hello. Hi. Oh, I was wondering what that noise was. It's someone on their chocobo. Hello, any assassins here? Plonk, 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 plonk. Hello. Got some questions for you.
You are Miriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
Says Muriel.
General Alden.
You don't want to make him mad. Don't want to see him when he's mad. Also a couple Lullafell.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Mayhap I should kill you where you stand.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
Sorry dear, but we can read your speech bubble exactly.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega. When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn, a new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan.
We know.
I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
That hat? Yes. More like eel bird.
You conniving little worm! You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things.
What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed.
He's trying to get Raoban to kill him like he did to Ledgy.
Alas, Ilbird's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive, and preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teledji Adeledji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find Her Grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Raoban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
You have that jar tested? Yep, same. I don't like this at all. This whole thing stinks. You had killed the one you served. Ah, pray excuse my mutterings. I was reminded of a line from an old poem. Two swings with the sword and the realm would have been better off there. Yep. Yep. By the 12. I feared Lord Lolorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Awakening in Ul'dah. Alright, I need to see where this goes. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Shortcut. Bum, bum. Hello. I'll do Pally Quest at some point. Bye. I hope Lord Lolorito's potion is as effective as he claims. It would appear that the Syndicate has moved swiftly to clear our names. Bartholomew, for one, does not seem remotely surprised by our presence here. And he probably knew all along, honestly. That it was all rubbish. Flame General Raoban mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will. So why has he kept her asleep this whole time?
I was having the longest dream.
"'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands. Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she is none the worse for her slumber. I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias, yes, well. 'Twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle.
That's great. The first one took Midgard Sorma to kill. Well, to destroy, and Midgard Sorma died in the attempt. Cool. Yeah.
My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed.
Repair damage equals make Lolorito some money. Exactly.
Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same. I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Oh, yeah, really? You Is that your decision to make?
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
really want to turn Uldar into a republic, you need to ensure the entire seat of the Syndicate ends up with a disease, sudden and inexplicable death. Yes. You've ensured the status quo lives on. Good job, yeah? Oh. Yeah. Well. Well. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil, but the fact remains, there is no woman alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Ding! Nice. Level 55 Pally. Brave resolution. Ah, brave? Yeah. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that Her Grace will make a full recovery. Aye, and Uldar too shall flourish once more. General Raubahn and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Ugiri, a question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilbert's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me. I see. I am grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Melchan? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Aww. Bum bum bum. The Rising Stones. Well, we haven't been there for a while. Let's go see how the place is. See what a mess of the place they made it. Bum. Commander? You're alive? Welcome, Moonchild. Welcome to the stream. And Melchan too. I knew you'd scrape through. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you. All of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Bah, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, aye. But we were still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye! You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you've a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, see, and we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and to you. Commander, Alphino, our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Benfilia and the others. My friends, after all that has happened, I don't know what to say. Aww. Oh, no thanks, I'm happy. Thanks for the offer though. The Rogadin with the fabulous hair, yeah, they're... I don't remember seeing them before. I don't know if you know, but during that god's damned feast, Falaman got ambushed by some 3rd unit curs over in Limsa. I'm told she danced free of their noose though. Ain't heard nothing since, but my guess is she's lying low somewhere in the port. We'll find the missing Scions, I promise you. Between us and the immortal flames, no stone in Eorzea will be left unturned. If we scrutinise the Scions' records, they should provide us with likely locations to which the missing Archons might have fled. Put your mind at ease. It is for work just such as this that we have been trained. Mochan and Gura, I joined the Crystal Braves in the hopes of following in your footsteps, and I do not regret the decision, not even for a moment. Aww. I feel blessed to have witnessed such a display of camaraderie. We must repair this damage if our minds are to find focus. Now, where to begin? We need to find Hoary Boulder and Coultinet. That's the important part. First things first, we must needs put the Rising Stones in order. We cannot have the Archons return to find their headquarters such a shambles. I sent Shinobi to spy upon the brass blades, but it would seem that Ida and Papalimo's resistance accounted for a sizable number of the company's soldiers. All we know for certain, however, is that our friends' corpses were not found amongst the bodies they left behind. Oh, well, that's good news. See what they did to the solar. Still all nice and neat. Oh, it's nice to have the Rising Stones back. Pray excuse me, I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the constancy of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I am not worthy of their loyalty, Melchan. But as Thaliak is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. Aww, I love Alphino, he's great. Ready to fly. Alright, well I think we might leave it there. It sounds like we might be heading back to do Nidhogg things, judging by that quest name. And I'm getting pretty sore from my arthritis, so... we'll end up the stream there. Next time we'll continue more of the main story. Oof. Just see who is streaming tonight. Who have we got? Oh, Pie's still going. He's playing Warzone. Oh, actually, Dan Reichert's playing Mario Party. The Nightmare Party 2021. That sounds terrifying. I'll send you over there and we'll see what's up. His stream can be loud, confusing, and hilarious. So thank you all very much for watching. And I'll see you all next time. See ya!